All right, guys, for today's workout called Garage Fight, it's going to be 3 rounds of 6 different stations, but it's an EMOM, or every minute on the minute at each station. So at station 1, you'll do 1 minute of dumbbell thrusters, and we're going to show you today how you can have that option of doing these as single dumbbell thrusters or double dumbbell thrusters. At station 2, it's dumbbell power cleans. At station 3, it's hops over the bell. Station 4 is going to be dumbbell push presses, and then station 5 is burpees, and then station 6 you get a full minute rest before you repeat all that again every minute on the minute. So when performing this workout, make sure that you get a good general warm-up, about 10 to 15 minutes. General warm-up is bringing the heart rate up, so we're talking about some jumping jacks, some light running, some light rowing, potentially full body range of motion movement. So we're talking probably moving into some inchworms, into some shoulder taps, into some Russian baby squats, any and all of those. There's just tons of things you can do for general warm-up just to bring up the heart rate. Once you feel about 10 minutes like your heart rate is up and the blood flow is in the muscles, go ahead and get into that specific warm-up. That specific warm-up is warming it up, these specific movements that you're going to see in the workout for today, okay? So for the first movement, it's thrusters. So I would go ahead and start warming up with air squats for that specific movement. Remember that with those air squats, we're going to step our feet right outside, shoulder width apart. My toes are slightly pointed out. I'm going to go ahead and send my hips back, my butt down. My hips go below parallel. So I squat all the way down below parallel. I can go ahead and know that I'm in that full range of motion position. I'm going to drive through my heels. My hands come back. I squeeze the butt at the top, and I come all the way to the top. For, again, a thruster movement, it is a squat with a press, so we can start to warm up our press as well with the dumbbell. If you're going to use 1 dumbbell today instead of 2, you can pick up that dumbbell between both sets of the heads. You're going to bring it up to that front rack position, stack the feet directly underneath the hips, press all the way up, press the head through, and all the way back down. Go ahead with about 8 dumbbell press, and then you can get ready to move on to the next movement. For dumbbell power cleans, to warm that up, we would like to go ahead and get some toe touchers in here. We are going to be taking the bell from the ground to the rack. The rack is called the shoulders, so we're going to go ahead and make sure that we have an active back and we can bend down safely, grabbing the weight and doing that shrug pull and that catch to that shoulder. For the next movement, for some hops over the bell, a specific warm-up might be just single hops over an imaginary line, then into some lateral hops just to make sure that everything's feeling really good. For the push press, you can pick back up the bell. It is a press where you get to use your knees, so with that single dumbbell, you can dip, drive, and press using a little bit more force to get the bell in the overhead position. Last movement is that burpee, so remember you're going to go ahead, warm it down, chest hits the deck, everything gets to touch. I warm it up, jump both feet to hands, stand up, clap and hop at the top for the rep to count. So again, this is going to be 3 rounds, every minute on the minute at each station. Station 1 is dumbbell thrusters. So with a single dumbbell, you're going to take the dumbbell in the front rack, and it's a squat and a press. You're going to squat and press the dumbbell. It's important to bring the dumbbell back to the front rack before you initiate the squat. And it's important to stand up before you start pressing the bell. If you're going to do these with double dumbbell today, you can go ahead and take your dumbbells and you're going to turn them to, again, either sides on that front rack of knuckles facing each other. You're going to do the same momentum and pushing the dumbbell in the overhead position after you've squatted. So these are the dumbbell thrusters. If you're performing these as the odd object today, that backpack is filled up with the books, and they are wrapped in towels. You're going to go ahead and hold the backpack on either side. Same thing, that front rack, squat down, press in the overhead. Maintaining an upright chest, driving those knees apart, hips below parallel. For the second movement of those dumbbell power cleans, if you have a single dumbbell, just switch every 5 reps. You could do single dumbbell power cleans by standing all the way up, touching the top of the shoulder. Or you can perform double dumbbell cleans. So touch the heads of the dumbbell on the ground, stand up, drive through the legs, jump vigorously, and catch to the tops of those shoulders. For the hops over the bell, just as it sounds, we're just going to hop either laterally, which is the safest, over one bell. If you're gonna hop over 2 bells, maybe face the bell, but make sure that you have that item in a position where you can clear it. For the dumbbell push press, if you have the single dumbbell, again, same thing. Go ahead and clean the dumbbell up and dip drive. Do 5 reps on one arm, switch the bell, maybe go 5 reps on the other arm. If you're gonna use 2 bells today, go ahead, bring both bells up, dip and drive. If you have that odd object, instead of doing push presses with it, because it becomes kind of goofy to do this and you're getting hit with straps in the face, we're gonna actually have you hold on to that backpack again, and we're gonna go into some backpack reverse lunges, kissing the knee to the ground gently, chest is up, 90-degree angle on the back leg, 90-degree angle in the front leg. Last movement is those burpees. Again, making sure chest hits the deck, warm it down, warm it up, hop and clap. As soon as you get to that station 6, you're gonna rest. And you can see on there that you're gonna repeat this 3 times. So you've gone through once, gone through twice, gone through 3 times. Keep track of the amount of reps you do at every round. On average, just kind of depends on the movement, but 17 to 20 reps per round is kind of where you'll be at. For odd object workout, it's the same thing except for, again, when we get to the push presses, we do reverse lunges instead. Ready for your questions. Thank you.